So in today's video, I am showing you something absolutely crazy, and this is something that players have been wanting for the longest time ever now. Now, although at first it may seem like I am just in the regular version of Greenville right now, I'm actually not. However, before we get into today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe as we are on the road to 20.6k subscribers, so it would be greatly appreciated. And for those guys who would like to join my Discord server, that is in the description below for those guys who want to see all my future content and all of Greenville's update information. But anyways, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so yeah, recently on Hunter's old account, he actually released the first version of the Greenville Revamp, and what's even better about this is that all of the real cars that were in the game at this point in time are in this version as well. I am going to leave this in the description below for those guys who would like to play it, because I'm assuming a lot of you guys will want to. And yes, this is 100% public, thankfully, so you guys can actually play it this time. Anyways though, there are a lot of differences to point out. So first of all, you literally cannot sprint for whatever reason. For some reason, I thought that was always a feature, but I guess not. But I mean, as you guys can see right here, we already have an M2 at the front of the dealership right here. And yeah, the dealership, obviously the old dealership right here, it looks very bland compared to what we currently have. And another interesting thing is that instead of actually having like a press E to buy button, it just spawns you into the dealership thing right here. And yeah, it looks very kind of cursed, I guess, because we literally have BMWs inside of the dealership. I think we should even have brands like Lamborghini as well, which for those guys who don't know, we literally haven't seen in years now. So yeah, go to silhouette right here, and oh wait, Lambos aren't here. Okay, well, I take that back. I guess not all the cars are here, sadly. Alright, I did just talk to Hunter, and he did say that he can put the Lambos back up. So yeah, it's honestly so surreal seeing all of these cars, dude, and especially seeing how like bad their models are. I'm not even trying to hate. We also got Ferrari there too, that's cool. But yeah, compared to the models that we have nowadays, these models are absolutely horrible. And I'm not saying that to like, you know, put down the developers' work, because, you know, for the time this was great, but it just shows how much the game has developed that we haven't even like really realized. Also, we have a ton of off sale WM cars as well. This is like so surreal, because I remember when these two cars especially went off sale, and I regretted not getting them so bad. So I'm gonna do it now, you know, better late than never, I guess. Also, just pointing out, none of this stuff actually saves into the main game, by the way, so whatever you buy here, you don't actually get to keep, sadly. Also, we have like barely any BMWs at this point in the game as well, which is crazy to think. As you guys can see as well, there's no like actual specific performance section as well anymore, or at least at this point in the game there wasn't one. It's honestly crazy how much missing features, even small ones like that, we kind of just take for granted now, but we didn't even have at this point in time. We also have Audi vehicles too, which this is crazy. There was literally only 5 Audis in the game at this point in time. That's actually insane, dude. I do not remember there literally only being 5. We had like barely any cars in the game at this point in time. That is insane. Also, one that I kind of want to get for my own sake is actually the 2005 Ford GT, because although yes, that is still in the game, the thing is that this was actually the first vehicle that I reviewed on my channel a few months after it came out, so I want to test it again with its original performance, since, you know, that's definitely something that I missed. Also, we have all the Chevy stuff back again as well, which is crazy, dude. Obviously, Chevy is still technically in the game, but you can't buy any new vehicles, unfortunately. So yeah, I've gotten a fair share of cars right here that have been removed from the game, or have been taken off sale that we can't actually buy anymore. So, you know, my plan is to just drive around the map with these vehicles and see what's different about this version and what's changed over time, etc, etc. So I'm sure that a lot of you guys are probably wondering how Hunter has actually been able to do this, because obviously he got DMCA'd by a lot of the brands that are in this version. So I mean, logically speaking, he wouldn't be able to do this, right? Well, technically he can't, but the thing is that he kind of bypassed the system by actually uploading this version of the game on his old account. So essentially, if he gets DMCA'd on that, then, you know, it doesn't actually affect him in any way, shape, or form. Now, unfortunately, I don't think he can do this with the main version of Greenville, as that's probably just too risky, but since this is more or less an obsolete version, he will be able to get away with it for at least a decent amount of time. But I would still recommend playing this version while you still can, in case anything does happen. Anyways, first major difference here is Burger House looks completely different. It's pretty much got like a GV3 model on it. As you can see, it looks super outdated. I mean, it's even gotten to the point now where the current version of Burger House that we have has actually been suggested to be remodeled quite a lot of times now. And yeah, it's honestly just surreal, dude. Oh my gosh. I think even the menus up here are like based on real fast food menus, which is kind of crazy. I don't think that's something that Greenville would, you know, be able to do nowadays with all this like DMCA business and stuff. Alright, let's head down this side of the map now. We also have the Sahara building still, you know, thriving right there. Obviously, we don't have that today since it is getting remodeled as we speak. Overall, this side, like this specific area of the map, does not look that different whatsoever. I mean, it's remained mostly unchanged, I'd say. There are a few buildings in there, like in this specific corner right here, which have been added or like updated and whatnot. Pretty sure that Joe's has also been fully remodeled as well as of recent times. And yeah, if we go inside, it looks pretty different. Honestly though, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, the reason why this is so nostalgic for me especially is because this is the version that I did start making Greenville YouTube videos in. So, you know, it definitely brings back a lot of memories to back then. Because I mean, to think that this version was almost made like 4 years ago now is actually unreal. Like, it wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things, but at the same time it was. Additionally, the old Burger Night building right here with the cleaners building, which I'll actually check out right here. Very interesting design. As you guys can see, they got all these like clothes hanging, but they don't have any like washing machines or anything. And they've got some clothes up here as well. This is such a weird like interior design, dude. Super interesting. I know I keep saying it, but it's actually insane to me that this game looked so different back then. I mean, this game pretty much looked like GV3 even once the revamp dropped. You you know, you could still definitely see a lot of GV3 design aspects at that point in time. And it was really only like a year after this version released that the game started to look more like how it does today. Oh wait, Hunter is actually adding in some other cars that were unintentionally off sale, so hopefully we get Lamborghini back. Also, before he kicks me out, as you guys can see, the airport as well pretty much looks the exact same as it does now, because I'm pretty sure it is actually the same model, apart from the fact that we obviously don't have the drag strip here, but that was only recently added, to be fair. So also, I have now just reloaded back in the game, and as you guys can see right here, the loading screen is completely different to how it is today. I think this looks a lot closer to GV3's loading screen from my memory, but yeah, totally different design to how it is now. All right, we have finally loaded back in. Let's go have a look inside of the dealership and see if we have like Lamborghini and stuff back. So I got a silhouette, and oh my gosh, dude, we got Lamborghini. So yeah, there were only 3 main Lamborghinis in the game at this point in time, which I do actually remember. We had the Gallardo, the Urus, and the Hurricane. The Hurricane, I think, was honestly the most popular supercar that we had in the game back then, so I'm definitely buying that for sure. I'm also gonna buy the Urus because this was a car that I actually also reviewed on my channel like in the early days, and then the Gallardo because why not. Also, we actually have Rolls Royce, which I forgot about. We had the Cullinan back then. This was actually the only Rolls Royce that we had at this point in time. I'm honestly surprised that there were even any Rolls Royces, to be honest. Also, I almost forgot, but Toyota as well is in this version, so I'm gonna go cop a Supra right here. Super iconic vehicle. Also, we have the AE86 as well. I cannot tell you how much I miss this thing, dude. That's crazy. We also have a Tacoma, which I will buy real quick. I'm pretty sure Mercedes was also removed, so I'm gonna buy a few of those as well. Let's get the G-Wagon right here. All right, now we have a bunch of new vehicles. I do actually want to get in the Kaiju as well, because this thing I remember being super quick. Also, I want to go back to the Just Buy side of the map, because I remember that being very different as well back then. Some of you guys may not even remember it, but the whole like layout of the shopping center was completely different. And yeah, as you guys can see, not only does Tires Plus have no interior, but it's also flipped the complete other side around, and it is a lot smaller, obviously. And also, these groups of buildings right here, instead of being on this side, are actually like this, right next to Just Buy. And yeah, wow, oh my gosh, dude. It's small things like this that a lot of people ended up forgetting. Now, honestly, this version of Just Buy isn't really too nostalgic to me, since we quite literally did just have this a few months ago. I'm pretty sure it was only changed over to the new one like maybe 2 or 3 months ago at most. So I mean, yeah, nothing really to say about that, to be completely honest. Anyways, that pretty much covers this side of the map mostly. Apart from that, nothing else has really changed, at least anything like major. Obviously as well, there are a lot of outdated buildings too, but for the most part, those are just like GV3 models, so we've already seen that a lot of times now. Also, dude, I pulled out the Hurricane, and wow, bro, I can definitely tell how outdated this model is, but it is so cool to be driving this thing again. Oh my gosh, those headlights, bro. Those headlights are so bad. I genuinely cannot really believe this. I didn't think I would ever actually be driving a Lamborghini again, or any of these off-sale cars, in fact, in a actual public version of Greenville ever again. Also, dude, toys for trucks, bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this was rebranded to Truck Planet, I think around a year or 2 into the revamp. Oh my gosh, this is so nostalgic, dude. From my knowledge, they literally did not change the model of Toys for Trucks from GV3 to GV4 initially. For whatever reason, I think they literally just kept it the exact same, which they actually did with a lot of buildings in this game when the revamp came out. I don't know if that was just down to time constraints or like a lack of developers or whatever. I don't really know, but we also have the Heritage Animal Hospital right here as well, which once again has the old model in it. This building was remodeled, but you can't really do anything in it even today, so it's kind of just useless, but I mean, hey, it's still there, I guess. Now we're pulling out the Audi R8 right here. Oh man, this thing's kind of crazy. Anyways, let's go to our bulk food store right here and see what we got cooking up. Oh, Hunter just said also everyone can get into whoever's cars because no locks, just can't drive others' cars. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, true, that's actually right. So yeah, in the original version of the Greenville Revamp, you couldn't drive other people's cars. However, you could sit in anyone's car you wanted, which was definitely a pretty annoying feature, I have to say. But anyways, as you guys can see, the bulk food store right here, very empty. It was super bare bones in terms of design, but for the most part, it does look the same as the one that we currently have, but obviously the current one looks a lot better. Right now, we're heading into the main intersection of the Greenville map. So yeah, there are actually a lot of differences. The daycare, I think, is actually the exact same model as it's always been, because not a lot of people use that building, sadly. However, Stenex has definitely changed, no doubt about it. First of all, the charges are not over here anymore. Also, I feel like the building is like significantly smaller than what we currently have. One thing that I noticed about a lot of old Greenville buildings is that their scales were totally messed up. Yeah, like it makes you look like a giant. It's like you're not that good. And the old vehicle fill up GUI as well, where you literally just had to click one button to fill up your vehicle and that was it. But nowadays you have to stand there for a few seconds and wait for it to fill. I definitely miss that feature because it would save me so much time if it was still here today. Also, I low-key forgot, but this part of the map was so empty. So this specific road is the road that currently leads into the lake, but obviously at this point in time, the lake did not exist. A lot of you guys who might have only started playing Greenville within the past like 2 years, maybe even for some of you guys who only started playing like 3 years ago, might not actually remember that this is what the map looked like at this point in time in this specific area. And you guys might not even realize that the lake wasn't actually always here. Honestly, I totally forgot that the map did look like this before the lake was added, so it's definitely interesting. It just seems like there was like a massive hill here and that was pretty much it. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We got on the road to 20.6k subscribers, so it would be greatly appreciated. interested. And for those guys who would like to join my Discord server, that's in the description below. For those guys who want to save a little more Greenville and Southwest Roaders update information. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you guys think about this in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.